Here with a review of the Benchmade Griptilian. This is the full-size Griptilian, 551 by Benchmade's numbering system if you want to look it up. It's compared to the mini Griptilian here, the 556, which I've reviewed previously. Or if you really want to get excited, Doug Ritter mini Griptilian. Anyway, full-size Griptilian here. This is a little bit bigger. Close length is 4.62 inches. Decently thick, 0.64 inches thick. Blade length, 3.45 inches. And the overall length is just over 8 inches, 8.07 inches. Weighs in at 3.25 ounces. So still not that heavy of a blade compared to some blades this size. Because of the size, this blade is going to have a little bit more uses, a little bit more possibilities than the mini Griptilian, which is going to be more of an everyday carry blade. This one with its larger size could be a tactical blade. Could still be an everyday carry blade, so really you could go either direction you want with this. Survival knife, pretty good. So pretty versatile blade with this size. Comes in a bunch of versions. Now the Griptilian comes standard in black. Standard is a black handle with a satin blade, as seen on this Doug Ritter model. Black handle, satin blade. Aside from that, they also have a tan blade, seen here, and they also have yellow, blue, pink. I think even in the customizable program. And speaking of the customizable program, Benchmade just came out with this program. Oh, one other thing they have a red handled trainer model. But anyway, Benchmade just came out with this program to make customized Griptilians. And you can basically take that and customize every part of the knife. So you can pick your handle color from all those aforementioned colors. I think there's 9 colors you can pick from. You can pick your hardware colors. So using these two knives for comparison. Again, pick the handle colors. You can pick the axis lock. On these I got the black axis lock. On this one I got the black screws to go with the black handle that I got, or the black blade that I got. On this one I got the satin screws to go with the satin blade. You can also then pick your liner color. Standard one comes with the silver liner, whereas on both of these I got the black liner, again to kind of tie into some of the other black hardware that I picked out. You can also pick your pocket clip style. I think there's 6 different pocket clip choices, one of them being no clip. You could also, if you're really so inclined, pick a different color for each side of the blade. You want black over here and yellow over here if you're a Steelers fan, like I mentioned in the other video. Endless possibilities. Ryan McGinnis at Benchmade does just a great job on the program. I've spoken with him several times. Great customer service from him. You can also have your logo etched onto the blade, laser etched onto the blade. Logo, your name, whatever you want to put on it. Just a great program. So the options for this knife, for what you can get in, are just endless. The blades you can pick out. You can get the drop point thumb stud blade, the Tanto point thumb stud blade, and the sheep's foot thumb hole blade. You can also pick your blade steel, 4 different blade steel choices. S30V, 154cm, D2, and the N680, which is the water-resistant one. Some of the choices are kind of locked in for different companies, like the tan handle with the black blade and the S30V is locked in for the NRA, so I had to get this in D2. The OD handle with the black blade locked in for Cabela's. So a couple of them are a little bit limited, but otherwise the possibilities for these knives are just endless with that program. So check that out, go on their website. Just a great, cool program they had, or have rather. So getting back to the construction of the knife itself, starting with the handle. Has a lanyard hole here. Pocket clip is reversible right to left. Now, speaking of the pocket clip, let me talk about this for just a minute here. I'm going to bring this other one back in here. So these pocket clips, if I can zoom in, you can see these 2 pocket clips. The one on the OD handle knife is the painted pocket clip, and it's nice and smooth, has a very nice finish to it when you first get it. However, over time, that pocket clip wears off, or that paint wears off rather. The pocket clip doesn't wear off. Paint wears off on that. However, on the other one here, this one has the Parkerized pocket clip, and it doesn't look as nice initially, but over time, you can see it looks kind of scratched up initially, but over time, because that's not painted, it holds up a lot better. Parkerization is a process similar to bluing of steel, where it makes the steel a lot more corrosion resistant, and it will just hold up a lot better over time. So something to think about when you're choosing the pocket clip for your knife. Getting down here, the axis lock. I love the axis lock. Opens up super quick, nice and easy. Also closes very well. You can loosen up this torque screw here like I've done, and that'll help it a little bit looser open and close. Jimping here, top and bottom. Decent jimping. Up into the thumb ramp here. Now the jimping on the Doug Ritter model is actually a little bit more aggressive. But still, the jimping on this, pretty decent. I'll take it. Down into the blade. Ambidextrous thumb studs here. This blade is not a full flat grind, kind of partial flat grind, but it's okay. I do like the shape of the blade. You can get all the different blade steels, like I mentioned in the customizable program. The handle, by the way, it's a Velox handle, Velox PBT, as I mentioned in some of the other videos. Strengthened by that 420J stainless steel liner. The blade I've already talked about a bunch, all the different steels, the different shapes. Has the thumb studs here. I have loosened it just a little bit, the torque screw, to make it a little bit easier to open and close. And with that, there's just the slightest amount of blade play, but not enough to really have an issue with. And you can see how easy it closes with that. Ergonomics of this knife, overall, it fits very well in my hand. I have kind of medium-sized hands, and it's just great in my hand. No complaints about the size there. The jimping is pretty decent. You can get a decent purchase on here, up into the thumb ramp. So that's good there. Durability of it, I think this blade will last roughly forever, especially if you get this upgraded steel, get the S30V steel. These handles I can't imagine wearing. Handles are not a flow-through design, so you have to wash them out if you get some stuff stuck in there. But I think these knives will go on forever. With this customizable program, you get them, have them laser etched, you can get them as gifts, family heirlooms if you're so inclined. Cool program there. For the value of them, they're not cheap knives. The retail price for the regular Griptilian full size is $105. When you start getting to this customizable one, it gets a little bit more expensive when you start adding the nicer blade steel. I think this one was up closer to $130. So, again, it's a bit of a premium you pay, but you get the Benchmade quality, Benchmade service, and I think it's worth it in the end compared to buying a $40 knife. So they are cool knives. The possibilities are endless, like I said. Plenty of colors, plenty of blade shapes, plenty of blade steels. I mean, it's just a great knife. The Benchmade full-size Griptilian 551. Thanks for watching again.